What's up, everybody? Well, I got another gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're gonna look at Black Desert Online again. Only this time, we're doing it at 1440p on an external monitor, just to see what kind of FPS we get. So, this is my current setup. As it always is, there's nothing to set up, so let's go look at the graphics settings.
So, now we're gonna do our 1440p video, so there we are at 1440p and then full screen. So now let's go look at the display quality settings, which we're going to start off on low, and I made sure to actually put low on low instead of very low like I did in 1080p. Sorry about that, of course. No optimization on, and no FSR on yet, and no low power option on either. So, let's move on. Okay, so we're on low here. Here, what the hell, what did I accidentally push now? Go away, you. There we go. I accidentally pushed too much stuff. Alright, then let's just run around and attack some random stuff for a little while. Okay, that thing's toast. I don't even know what I was attacking for a second there. But, why don't we move on?
Okay, starting off our camera recorded gameplay here with the game on low. Alright. Take that down. Man, there sure are a lot of creatures around here. And alright, let's move on.
Let us move on to medium now. So, not too much changes besides really those two things. So I guess I honestly didn't really need to show these screens, but I already started doing it for the rest of the video, so medium settings now. Sorry if I have to clear my throat every once in a while. I had overly spicy tacos for dinner. And then to quell the immense heat of the spice, I took a hit, which somehow like makes spice go away. Don't know how that works, but hey, maybe it's this specific weed I got. I don't know, but all that did though was leave a bunch of film or phlegm in my mouth. If it's in my mouth, that'd be gross. I'd be spitting that shit out instantly. So let's try taking another drink too. There we go. Hopefully that'll be a little better now. I don't want to be sitting here clearing my throat every 5 seconds just to talk to you guys. That would get quite annoying, I'm sure. Both of you just got taken out. And it also seems like a perfect time.
Well, alright. Now we're going to do some medium gameplay here. Camera, of course. so funny how they look so strong, but because of the level, they're just not. You can never judge a book by its cover in an MMO. See, that's what I like about this one, though. In this one, you can at least climb. A salamander, eh? Alright, though. Let's move on.
Let's do high graphics settings now. And there's no optimization. We're not doing FSR until the end. So let's move on. Well, here we are on high graphics settings now. You and your mount have been defeated. As has your building. No building nor creature in this land can take this sword. Mainly because I'm level 50 something in a place that I think's got like level 20 creatures, so that would be why I'm absolutely stomping everything, but I didn't think dying would make for a good video, so I just kind of stayed where I was for... I don't even know why I was here, to be honest with you. I think me and my friends were trying to find something. The music can be kind of goofed out sometimes, but whatevs. That was weird, I couldn't like see anything for a second there. Stupid rock got in the way, I think. Oh shit. Bush spiders want to kill me. Alright though, let's move on.
Alright, now some high camera recorded gameplay. Where else can we run around to here? We got a kitty getting into mischief too. So I also gotta keep one eye open on her, so she doesn't do anything too bad. Isn't that right, Misty? You can have the chair if you want it. Hell, half the time I do better at these videos kneeling or sitting down or whatever, or just standing. Otherwise I have to like bend my back in a weird way while sitting in the chair. Alright, do we have spider things following me? Those things love to just follow me when I'm just trying to like end the video and move on. Stone crab. Alright though, let's move on.
Well, now let's do very high real fast. That's literally the only thing I had to change here, so the rest of this will be the same, but might as well just prove it real quick. And FSR at the end. Okay. Very high gameplay now. So what the heck did it say those are? Nagas? Yeah, Nagas. Oh, none of the Nagas stand a chance. Oh, I think I already destroyed that. Yeah, it's definitely destroyed already if I can't do damage to it. And with that, we shall move on.
Well, alright. Now we've got some very high camera recorded gameplay here. Back attack. Take that, house. And alright, why don't we move on?
Well, now we've made it to Remastered. So besides that, though, it did change TAAA instead of FXAA, so there's that, and we're not doing that one quite yet, but very soon. So here we are, Remastered. Still getting plenty of FPS, so this would probably be the best way to play it, 1440p. After seeing what Ultra did on 1080p, I stutter to think, or shudder to think what it'll be like once we get to it. But it's next, so we'll see how it does right after this. Well, after the camera portion anyway, but after this setting, I guess I should say. Figured since Misty's using one of my chairs, I'll just use the other one. Now everybody has a chair. And let's move on.
Now we got Remastered here. Back attack. We're definitely getting a lot lower FPS now, so this Remastered is definitely a lot harder on the GPU, that's for sure, but it definitely looks a lot better too, so. And now this game has FSR, so even if you max the game out, I'm pretty sure we can still get more than playable FPS after we turn that on. We're probably going to get way under 60 at times once we max the game out, but we'll see. Maybe it'll be like some of the other games where it'll just barely be around 60. Only time will tell. Oh, I'm too far away. There we go. Out of my way, you. Out of my way, structure. And alright, let's move on.
Well, now we're going to move on to Ultra, which is going to be terrible, but we'll just get it out of the way real quick, and then we'll move on to some FSR. Yep, not time for this yet, but next. So here's some of that Ultra gameplay now. We're in the 40s. Every once in a while hitting 50, but we're going to stay in the 40s and 30s, I think, for the most part. Still, though, let's go get some gameplay here. Screw your building. Your building is now destroyed. Take that, lizard. Okay, nope, that's not one of those giant ground hermit crab thingies. Alright, though, why don't we move along?
Now we are on Ultra, and all maxed out, all at the same time. And doing camera now. As you can see, we are definitely well under the 60 FPS threshold that I like to be under, but I think that will be remedied once we turn on some FSR. Even though then we won't really be at 1440p anymore, but then we'll at least have good FPS, so that's okay with me. I like FSR and DLSS for the times I can't get the 60 FPS I want. A critical backstab, damn, that's gotta be a lot of damage. double back attack. And alright, why don't we now move on to some FSR?
Alright, now we're moving on to FSR. Just leaving everything maxed out though. Seems to be the way most people would want to introduce FSR, so I figured why not. So we're going to start off on ultra quality, and then there's no reason to show the screen anymore because all we're going to be doing is changing those boxes. So let's move on. So now here we go with some FSR ultra quality to start with. And that's already brought us up, like, into the 60s. I feel like we're still, yeah, we still drop a little under when we do lots of moves, but that's already a huge improvement compared to being in the 40s and 30s. Yeah, take that. I think that's like their leader, and I just like one-hit him every time. It's awesome. Alright. You die. Alright. Time to move on.
Now for a little ultra quality FSR here. I'm not gonna lie, I actually forgot to get camera recorded gameplay, so I had to go back. Luckily, I noticed before going on to quality FSR, otherwise I would have had all the videos out of order and I probably would have fucked the video up in the editing process. I've got a very specific way of doing things now, and so far I haven't really messed up too much. So far the only times I've messed up is I forgot a couple of times to add some stuff, and a couple of times some stuff got corrupted and I didn't notice till it was already in editing. So there was really no way to go back and get it, so I was like, alright, well I guess we're just going to exclude that screen recorded or that camera recorded gameplay. I don't know why certain programs like DaVinci have problems with my video files just every once in a while. Like everything else will be fine, but just like one or two of them was like, nah, I'm just not going to run properly. Or it'll run, but then it won't like go into the video editing program. And it's like, well, what the hell? How can I play it and it seems like it's flawless, but yet the video program says, nope, it's not, it's crap. Technology can just suck sometimes. I think that's just how that is. But alright, let's move on.
Quality FSR now. And this would probably be the best way to play to guarantee you stay above 60. Doesn't look quite as nice as ultra quality, but at least it still doesn't look awful. Like you can't super tell that something's going on here. Once you hit balanced in performance though, it's like, alright, what's going on? This game looks like a Nintendo game, what the fuck? But the setting wouldn't be there unless it was there for a reason, so I'm sure some people prefer just most FPS over everything. So they could probably put the game on low and then turn FSR on like performance and get like 300 FPS like all the time, probably. Be crazy. If that's how you wanted to play anyway. But this seems to be kind of like a nice graphical game, so I would go with the more making it look nice. But that's just me. Anyway, though, let's move along, shall we?
Now we'll get ourselves a little FSR quality here. And then I'm just going to make sure that I didn't mess anything up. Go make sure that I actually got the freaking FSR quality camera or screen recorded gameplay too. Seeing as though I kind of screwed up already and skipped ahead. For all I know, I noticed it and didn't actually get the gameplay and then skipped right back to going back and getting the ultra quality FSR camera gameplay. It all gets confusing. So as soon as I'm done with this, I'll just alt-tab and check it out real quick. Because I know if I see two FSR ones, because I only did one screen for the settings, so if I see two, I'll know I do it. If I only see one, I'll know I still have to go back and actually get the screen recorded. But I'm pretty sure I got it. Pretty sure anyway. Not 100 though. Alright. Kill this stupid spider. I hate these spiders with a passion. They just come out of nowhere and start attacking you. F you. Guys are annoying. Alright though, let's move on.
So now here we are with some balanced FSR gameplay, and as you can tell just by looking at the grass, it definitely looks a little worse. But nowhere near as bad as it did when we were on 1080p, so there's at least that. But shouldn't. We are at a higher resolution at 1440p, so it has a lot more resolutions to go down before looking completely awful, but I still have a feeling performance mode is going to look like trash no matter what. So far I haven't been impressed with it no matter what game I've tried it in. It always just looks like dookie. Alright. And with that, we'll move on.
Now we're on FSR balanced. So I guess let's just run around and kill some shit. Oh, that's not a creature, but that is. Critical backstab. Alright though. Why don't we move on to the last FSR setting?
Performance mode FSR now. Yeah, it definitely looks pretty bad. I like to say it almost looks like somebody put like a bunch of oil on your screen or Vaseline or something. Just like a small film of it. But still, not my cup of tea anyway, but look at all those FPS we're getting now. Alright, let's get this lizard. Alright, cool. We killed all the damn spiders, too. I think there was like 5 spiders trying to chase me, or at least 3 that I saw right there. And screw that, I don't want to deal with those. And moving on.
Last up for camera record gameplay here is some FSR performance. We're all the way up in the hundreds. The game kind of looks like crap now, even though it's maxed out, but you're getting lots of FPS. And it still doesn't look as bad as having everything on low or anything, so it's definitely a really weird look, though. I wouldn't recommend doing it, but here it is nonetheless. Almost had a good back attack with that juke, but then I messed up by hitting it too many times. I haven't played this game in forever though. I don't even remember all the moves. I just remember the ones that it's telling me on the screen here. But alright. Why don't we wrap this video on up? Well, alright guys, that is a wrap on the Black Desert for 1440p, and it did pretty good maxed out. Just not with FSR, just not when we just put it on Ultra. On Ultra it turned into 40 FPS. So, kind of get why they say that's just for screenshots, but once we turned FSR on, we were right around 60 most of the time, but you could always just not do Ultra, do Remastered, and then have like FSR on Ultra quality, and then have like hundreds of FPS and good looking graphics and all that stuff, but that's just my suggestion. Anyway though, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until the next one, peace out guys.